What do gurus like Tony Robbins here, Russell Brunson here, and Myron Golden here, and a number of other people we consider gurus in the marketplace, what do they know that most people don't know? Most entrepreneurs don't know. Well, every last one of these pages here I just share with you. Tony Robbins' page here, Russell Brunson's page here, and Myron Golden's page here. And I can share some others. Is that each and every one of them are using virtual events and challenges, which is basically the same thing, but using virtual events and challenges to grow their business. So I'm a type of person, I'm an easy learner, right? I've heard many, many moons ago a phrase that was said, success leaves clues, right? The most successful entrepreneurs don't go out there and try to reinvent the wheel. If you see it working for a segment of people, if a certain segment of people is saying, you know what, I'm going to use virtual events and challenges as my main client acquisition process. If you're paying attention and you want to have similar success, a smart entrepreneur will say, you know what, I want to learn and do what the most successful people are doing. And so that's what I did, my friend. In 2020, I stopped doing all the other things I was doing to try to grow my business. I invested a lot of money in a mentor who taught me how to do virtual events and challenges. And I began implementing virtual events and challenges as my primary client acquisition in 2020. It allowed me to create a six-figure business in only 59 days. It has allowed me to create a six-figure business and multiple six-figure business every single year since. And I've done everything under the sun. You can name it, I've done everything out there. So if the top experts are doing this, shouldn't you do the same? Yes, right? And so that's why I'm really excited, my friend, to share with you this six-figure virtual event blueprint that I'm going to, unveil for you absolutely for free, my friend, in these upcoming lessons, because I'm telling you, my friend, once you understand the mindset and understand that if I want to be successful, I probably should do what successful people do. I was at an event recently, and one of the gentlemen got up and shared, and he said that if you're going to copy a cat, copy a successful cat. Right? Don't copy folks out there who not getting results you want, but copy those who are getting results you want. So if you want a six-figure business, guess what? I can show you how to create a six-figure business with virtual events. Why? Because I did it. If you want a multiple six-figure business, guess what? I can show you how to create a multiple six-figure business with virtual events and challenges. Why? Because I did it. So my friend, be smart, right? It's not rocket science. Success leaves clues. Business is not easy, but it can be made simple when you have a process that you can consistently follow and grow and scale and can give you predictable results. So I just want to share that with you really quick. Like if all these top experts like a Tony Robbins are using 5-day virtual events and challenges, if a Russell Brunson is using 5-day virtual events and challenges, if a Myron Golden is using 5-day virtual events and challenges, but guess what? And a Christopher Harrell, the Kingdom Market Superman, is also doing 5-day virtual events and challenges as well. Why? Because it works. And it's freaking awesome to do anyway, my friend. So I don't want to share it with you. So what do they know that most don't know? Well, you're going to get right now the number one sales process that would take a complete stranger to a buyer that you can begin to implement right now in your business, no matter where you're at, no matter the size of your following, and no matter your expertise level, my friend. This can change everything for you right now. So I'm excited to share this with you, my friend. Now, 3 areas you got to master to succeed online, my friend, is traffic, your funnel, which is like the sales process, or the vehicle that you use to take a complete stranger to a paying customer or client, and your offer or sales. It doesn't matter what else you want to do. If you want to build a successful business online, these are the 3 areas that you must master, or you will never build that business that you want, right? So let's talk about these. Let me break these down and talk about these for you. All right. Here is the dealio. And what I want to do is kind of give you a reverse order with this. And also I'm going to show you some other case studies. I'm going to show you some other proofs of what I'm saying. You can see this live action. Let's talk about the first one. What I said, offer or really sales. Very important. All right. I'm going to talk about this briefly on the sales side. I got something else that I'll talk about the offer side for something else. All right. But here's the deal. All right, my friend. Business online is not the same as it used to be. I've been marketing online for a few years. I didn't just pick up a 4 Dummies book 6 months ago. I didn't just get started with this. I've been doing this for a few years. And I can tell you, literally around 10 years ago, 2013, there's a totally different process for someone to build a business online, to grow a business online than what it is today. 2013, you literally could have, say, a potential customer, and you can send someone to what we call a sales page. You may have some text on there or a buy button, on there, and literally someone can go there and just buy. Because 10 years ago, things were different. 10 years ago, people would just read something, see a little video, and they would go buy. Well, as more and more people came online, more and more people began selling, things became more and more convoluted, and things began to change. So about five or so years ago, 2017, 2018, what you saw happening then was the same thing. So you got the individual, potential buyer, and back then you would send people to these things called webinars. And these webinars back then were about 3 hours long. And you might try to sell your course, say for like for $19.97, right? So back then you was told to do a 3-hour webinar, and really most people, there was just a bunch of pitch fests. All right. If anybody was around 2017, you guys know what I'm talking about. So type in yes. But really, you hop on. There was a guy just pitching, or the girl was just pitching, and all they were doing was trying to sell, right? But that was the model that was popular, that was familiar then. Well, things have changed. People today have become way more resistant to these models. They don't like being sent to a sales page to buy. They don't like being sent to a 3-hour pitch fest webinar, that's really a waste of their time to buy. So things have changed. There's a new way now that works 1,000 times better than this. This here and this here, you don't want to do anymore. This here, and change my color, but my color's up, right? You don't want to do this anymore. You don't want to do this anymore. Things have changed, and there's a new way now that is 1,000 times better than this, because people are way more resistant to buying online now. People have been burned too many times. Now, this new way, what it does is this. It brings to light something that I call the sales scale. All right. This is called the sales scale. And I'll kind of break it down for you really quick. So say this is 0, say this is 10, say this is 5, right? Everybody, every person in your audience, every potential client, some folks say prospect, but I like saying the word potential client. Sounds better, feels better. It's somewhere on the sales scale. Literally, it's someone that is at 0 over here, right? This person might be considered cold, where they don't know you, right? And what you have to do is take someone from a 0 to a 10 in order for this person to become a customer or a client to buy, right? And everybody is at a different place on the sales scale. Everybody. So if you try to use things like sales calls, or some people use discovery sessions and try to sell, those don't work, because you're not going to take someone from 0 to 10 with a pitch fest sales call, right? How many guys doing discovery calls or those things, triage calls, discovery sessions? How many guys are doing that kind of stuff to try to get clients and customers, right? I used to too, right? Or how about for VSLs? Anybody ever heard of VSLs? VSLs, sales calls or discovery sessions. Yeah, type in yes, you're doing those things. Or Also, what a lot of folks try to do is, the old school webinars, as I mentioned above, those things don't work as much. Here is the deal. You have to have a sales process that's going to take your audience from 0 to 10 fast. Who here wants to build a successful business fast? I'm just curious. Anybody here want to build a successful business fast? If so, type in yes, yes in the chat. If you want to build, there's two ways to build a business for speed-wise, fast or slow. Who wants to do it fast? If you want to do it fast, type in yes right now in the chat. Type in yes right now in the chat. You want to build your business fast, right? Because you want to build it slow. Well, I'm not really here for the slow people. If you want to build it over the next 2 or 3, 4 years and finally get your first client in 3 years from now, well, I'm not the coach or consultant for you. But if you want to build it fast, all right, that's what I do. All right, and that's what I teach all my clients how to do. All right, yes, yes. All right, so if that's the case, if you want to build a business fast, you have to choose a sales process, or what I call a vehicle, that's going to take your potential client, PC, to a client quickly. Webinars don't do it. Traditional webinars don't do it. Video sales ads don't do it. Sales calls don't do it. Content marketing, going live, posting videos every day on social media doesn't do it. None of that stuff does it, right? As fast as the one thing I'm going to share with you right now. And that kind of segues us into the second point here, as I want to share. And that is the funnel process. Funnel. Now, when I say funnel, I'm not talking about software. People think when you say funnel online, you're going to buy some piece of software. No. When I say the word funnel, I mean your entire process, your entire sales process that takes a complete stranger to a buyer. And the fastest way today, not what worked 5 years ago, not what worked 10 years ago, not all the content posting daily and inbox, DM and sending people cold DMs and all that kind of mess, trying to start Facebook groups and all that craziness that takes forever to get set up. The fastest process today, what works today, is something that I have coined called KVEs. And KVEs are Kingdom Virtual Events. Kingdom Virtual Events. These, my friend, Kingdom Virtual Events are king today. King. If you are in the transformation, you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're a course creator, and you want to reach your ideal client the fastest and get someone to become a buyer in the fastest way possible and create transformation and impact, there's nothing better today than some folks, I call them live virtual events, Kingdom Virtual Events. Some people call them challenges, but Kingdom Virtual Events. Because why is it kingdom? Because this is a taste and see method. The Bible says to taste and see that the Lord is good. When you leverage virtual events, live virtual events, Kingdom Virtual Events, your potential clients get to taste and see in advance what it's like to work with you. In fact, let me share with you really quick 7 powerful reasons why this outperforms every other sales process today. Number 1, you're able to bring folks to an environment where you have their attention. If you're relying on social media posting and hoping that people are going to DM you or inbox you, you are a gambler. What is going on every day in social media, guys? More and more stuff is going in the feed, right? Yes, yes, yes. So it's more noise on social. I can just log into Facebook right now and I would just see post after post after post after post after post after post. It's just stuff. And if you think you're going to be posting 5 reels a day or TikToks and all that kind of stuff, and you're thinking that your dream clients are going to see your stuff and they're going to DM you and say, if you believe in that's going to happen, you're in fantasy land. Because the currency today is to get people attention. See, people today got attention span the size of an ant. Just like that. People minds going all over the place. And when you just rely on content alone, you're adding more noise to the feeds. There's more noise, right? And you're getting caught up in the masses. You never want to build your business doing what the masses do. When you do what the masses do, you get what the masses get. It's a reason why 3% of all online entrepreneurs have a six-figure or more business, and 97% do not, because 97% are doing what the masses do, right? And they look like everybody else, they sound like everybody else, and there's nothing standing out. So with a virtual event, you bring people to an environment where you have their attention, right? Where they're dialed in and focused on you, right? You're not competing with Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and Threads and all the stuff, right? So you're able to bring them, and once you got someone's undivided attention, now you can show up in your area of expertise. Now you can show up and give them the value that they're looking for, because what you can do now, unlike those other methods that I shared with you earlier, you're able to offer tremendous value beforehand. See, the way the other methods used to work with the VS sales, with the old school webinars and all other methods, those methods predicated you selling first and then get people results later. It's like, hey, come buy my thing now. Come buy my thing for $2,000. And once you buy my thing, then it's going to help you. It's the opposite with virtual events. Virtual events allow you to show up and say, hey, look, you don't need to come buy my thing now. Let me demonstrate, let me show you how I can help you. And what happens when you give folks value up front before asking for real money? What happens? Psychologically, the mind is this way. If Chris is giving me all this value, kind of like I'm doing right now, but if I'm giving you all this value for free, I wonder what it's like to be a part of his paid program. I wonder what it's like to work with him for 6 months if I'm getting this for 1 day or 3 days or 5 days, right? The time we do our virtual events. That's what's going on in the subconscious mind of your audience. Because they're like, such and such wanted to sell me their thing right now and told me it'll help me. This person said, come to my virtual event and let me demonstrate. One of my mentors who done $100 million online told me this. He said, the best way that you can demonstrate you can help people is simply by helping people. He said, yeah, you can have clients tell folks and have testimonies in case study, that's great. He said, you can tell folks how great you are, but the best way is simply demonstrate by doing it. And that's something that I teach folks called results in advance. We give our potential clients results in advance, because what happens? The KLT factor shoots through the roof. You know what KLT is? Know, like, and trust. People do business with those who they know, like, and trust. So if I'm giving you breakthrough, if I'm giving you value, if I'm giving you quick wins, which is the model I teach all my clients to do, right? Someone can show up to my virtual event or a web class, right, and be like this. But when they get this value, what's happening? All of a sudden, the guard's coming down. They're like, oh, this person's different. He ain't like everybody else. He ain't just pitching me the whole time. And they're like, you know what? I want to work with this person. In fact, one of my top clients did this. He attended my virtual event, a 5-day virtual event. By day 2, he reached out and said, hey, I'm ready to start working with you. What's the investment amount? I said, well, what are you really looking for? He told me we're looking for. I said, it's $24,000. He said, okay, tell me where to wire the money. Literally, he wired me the money. Because he was like, dude, I've got so much value from this just in 2 days. I know if I work with you for the next 6 months, I'm gonna get 1,000 times more value. So that's, how many guys here want someone to send you $24,000 in 2 days? Would that be freaking cool? Type in yes. If you want a complete stranger, say 2 days prior, somebody didn't know you, didn't follow you online, not a Facebook friend, not a subscriber, nothing, yet they attend your virtual event. In 2 days, they say, hey, here's thousands of dollars. Here's thousands of dollars. That's what this does, guys. Powerful. Yeah. So powerful stuff. So you're able to get results in advance beforehand, before asking for real money, right? That's totally different than everything else. Also, when someone attends your virtual event, you're only making an offer to those who attend it. Right? Say you do a 3-day virtual event. Well, if someone shows up for day 1 and they miss the rest of the day, okay, they telling you they're not your audience. That's what you want. See, it's a reason why I've been asking questions from the beginning. I don't want someone on here just He just really got the mindset of being a freebie seeker. Who really got the mindset of just want to take, who really got the mindset of, I'm not investing in nothing. I just want to get everything for free from everybody out there. I don't want a person like that. Because, Brian, they're not going to succeed and prosper with that mentality. So if someone leaves, like say someone leaves here, like I'm not selling none today, but I do got an invitation for a free gift for 7 people, right? But say someone get here, oh, I don't want to hear that, I'm leaving. Thank you. You've done me a favor. You've told me you're not my audience. So same thing with your virtual event. If someone stick around for a 3-day virtual event or a 5-day virtual event and they keep coming back, they're telling you, hey, I'm engaged. You got me hooked in. And they're asking you, is there something else? Because why? They don't want it to end after 3 days. They don't want it to end after 5 days, especially if you set it up right, the way I train people how to do it. They've gotten a great experience around with your community, with your content, right? And with your coaching. They're like, I want this to continue. So do you got something else I can get in? 6 weeks, 90 days, 6 months, a year? People would tell me, Chris, I'm waiting for you to offer me something. They're like, please offer me something. But this has been an amazing experience. So, and I'm only going to offer to those, at a specific time, my virtual event. And so when I offer to someone, they're at an 8 or a 9 or a 10. See, someone can be a 0, remember I told you that sales scale, and by attending my virtual event each day, they're moving up the scale at a rapid rate. And literally can be a complete stranger today, but 3 days later, be a client for you. That's how powerful this is. This doesn't happen with posting content. This doesn't happen with inviting folks to a Facebook group. It doesn't happen with a VSL, a video sales letter. It doesn't happen with that. That stuff takes way longer, 6 months, 9 months, a year to get folks to hopefully buy from you. So that's how that works. Number 4, it positions you as the authority. See, you don't have to be seen as the guru in your niche. See, some folks say, well, Chris, I can't do that. I don't have a 6-figure business. Oh, Chris, I can't do that. I don't have a bunch of client testimonies like you do. Oh, Chris, I can't do. No, you're lying to yourself. This model, this sales process positions you as the expert. Why? Because you know your stuff. You know what you know. I know what I know. And you leverage that information, that expertise in front of your ideal audience. And as long as you're 2 steps in front of your audience, you are seen as the expert. You are seen as the go-to person. And it gives you instant credibility. It gives you authority. And people want to do business with those who they see in authority. Am I making sense to somebody? See, it instantly positions you as an authority. Just like a book instantly positions you as someone with credibility. See, these are the best 2 methods, only 2 methods I teach my clients for client acquisition, because it's immediately going to position you because of the platform. And if someone is showing you and attending, they're telling you, hey, I'm interested in what you got to offer. I got a problem. I believe you got the solution. So it positions you immediately. It doesn't matter. You've been in business for 5 days or for 5 years or for 25 years. This sales process positions you instantly as the authority. It grows your tribe. See, when you begin to build this thing right, 2 things are going to happen. You're going to attract like-minded people. You're going to repel wrong-minded people. And that's good. Because you begin to build a tribe of people who share the same values as you, who resonate with you, who believe what you believe, right? And next thing you know, you got something powerful and massive that you be like, oh my Lord, this is crazy. I didn't know there was this many people out there who just like me. Because they are. There's folks right now looking for you, but they can't find you, right? And you begin to grow your tribe. You begin to build up a powerful email list. See, the biggest mistake people make is building the business on Facebook. I see people all day long. I got a Facebook group of 100,000 people. I'm like, that's dumb. That's stupid. I ask them, how big is your email list? Oh, I got 500 people on my email list. I'm like, what? You got 100,000 people in a Facebook group, but you only got 500 people on your email list? How dumb is that? What if Mark Zuckerberg shuts you down tomorrow? Where is your business now? And they don't do some crazy stuff with Facebook. See, but if you got an email list of 100,000 people, you got something powerful and valuable now. You got a tribe of people on your email list that you can take anywhere that you own. See, the money's in your list. So this will allow you to build your list faster than any other method as well and build out your tribe fast. It gives you stage experience, right? If you have fears of speaking in front of people, this is the best thing for you to do. And this is 1,000 times better than trying to host an in-person live event, because with that, you need a lot of credibility. You need money to pay for rooms. You got to convince people to leave their homes, to pay for your event ticket, to buy airline tickets, to pay for hotels, food, all this stuff. That's hard to do. But this is easy. And it can give you some invaluable stage experience, speaking in front of people, right? Getting over jitters if you got those things. And then you can get opportunities that you speak on bigger stages, right? People say, someone can show us, hey man, I attended your virtual event. Hey lady, I attended your virtual event. Hey, would you come speak at my group? Or would you come to my event I'm doing 6 months from now and speak to my crowd of 5,000 people? See, so it gives you that experience as well, which is priceless. And this is so powerful, I need you to get it. It creates transformation quickly. See, this creates an environment where people feel like buying. This creates an environment where people feel like buying. See, buying is an emotional decision. We buy off emotion. We justify that purchase with logic. There is no better platform than to have a powerful virtual event where people are on there live with you, where you have a community of real flesh and blood people where they get transformation and breakthrough. See, we're in a transformation niche. We're not in the information niche. People want information, they go to YouTube. But you know what you never get from YouTube? Transformation. You don't get breakthroughs from YouTube. You don't get transformation. There's not a live person that you can connect with. Let me show you how powerful this concept is, because I don't think you understand how powerful this is. I recently did a virtual event, and after day number 1, let me share this with you. After day number 1, this here was the feedback that I got. Listen, watch this, listen to this.
But I realized that with what I do financial and business coaching. With what I do, my area is economy, and it's
this young lady right here in the second from the left, top left, Adina Collins. She's a financial consultant. She's the one talking, and of course, that's me right there. All right, I just want you to see who's talking.
But I realized that with what I do financial and business coaching. With what I do, my area is economy and as well as education. So, so thank you so much for taking time to be able to do this. I mean, quite honestly, as a coach, this truly should be valued at least $7,500.
And that's only one day.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
$3,500 for one day.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it is. I mean, people would pay for this for masterminds.
Yes, they would.
Yes. So thank you so much.
Yes, they would. Wow. I can't wait till they get to day 7. Man, it's gonna be worth about 100 grand minimum, baby. Are you on a $100,000 check? Day 7, I want $100,000 PayPal notice from all of y'all.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, but it does. Yeah, I mean, it is true. I'm got a whole lot more. A lot of stuff I'm sharing. No one will ever share this stuff with you. Did you see that? She said one day was worth $7,500. Now she understands. She gets it. She's in the business. She you pay for masterminds. You pay 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand for mastermind. She's like, that one day you shared with us was worth $7,500. See, you don't get that from a traditional webinar. You don't get that from a VSL. You don't get that from launching a group. You don't get that from all these other things people telling you to do out there. You don't get that from that, guys. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. Now, let me share some real life statistics. I think that was it, right? Yeah, over 500K, yeah. So let me share some real life statistics and show you some results when I compared, that right there I shared with you was transformation, right? But now let me share some other stuff with you. When I began to compare this with the other things people telling you to do. Well, one thing I was told to do, I guess I should put in my Facebook group too, but was create a video sales letter. A video sales letter, some people call VSL. This is a short 5, 10, 15-minute video that you put on a page, and it has a button beneath to sell your product or service. You know, there are people out there, hey, all you need is a 5-minute video, you're going to be rich as a coach. You know, I'm going to say no names, but they're running ads out there telling you that baloney. But here's the deal. I said, you know what? Let me test it because I want to see. So I went and tested it. I created a 15-minute VSL. I have my little buy button here. I thought it was an awesome deal. You know, you can go here and play my video and all the good stuff there. Hey, all right. Well, let me show you the results that came from this video sales letter. All right, this is inside that funnel. I'll go back to 2021, almost over 2.5 years. Well, let me show you sales. See the shopping cart? These are sales. How many sales you see? 0. Here's another shopping cart. How many sales you see? 0. There's another shopping cart. 0. This here is a registration. So look at that. I can keep going down. So for almost 3 years, 3 people have purchased. I made $443. Ooh, I'm about to be rich. But yet, that's what the guru told me to do. I said, I'm gonna do what the guru tell me to do. And I did it for almost 3 years. All right. Also, I was told, how many of you guys have been told to create like a cheat sheet or a PDF or some kind of lead magnet? You've been told to do that kind of stuff, right? Create a lead magnet and you're going to track your audience and all of a sudden they're going to do business with you. I said, okay, let me do that too. So I created this little cool little cheat sheet called a dream client template, right? You go to my page, you put information here, then you can go purchase my stuff and all that kind of stuff. I said, cool. Well, let's log in this funnel. The stats won't even show up. I've been hitting refresh. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Refresh. Let's go back to February 2021. Same template. Look at this. The dollar sign shows sales. How many sales you see? 0, 0, 0. 2.5 years. Yeah, that's what they told me to do. I said, okay. Then also they said, hey, you need to do the old school traditional webinars. They still work in 2017. Do a webinar, put some on there to sell, all that kind of stuff, right? I said, okay. So this is my landing page for this one webinar. And then I came inside the system, and this is the webinar software I was using called 𝐓𝐴webinar, made by Webinar Jam. So let's log in. I'm gonna log in here and show you some stats. Here I have 14,000 people came here. That's a lot of people, right? Well, let me show you how much money I made from it. Let's go down. Sales from the live room. What does it say? 0. Total revenue, 0. Sales from the replay room, 0, 0. Yeah, I was told that's what you need to do. This stuff worked 5, 6 years ago, not so much today. All right. So, but virtual events. Let's log in one of my merchant accounts. This is Stripe, one of my merchant accounts. Since I began using this one account has generated over $338,616 in the last couple of years, right? And then let me pull up this other PayPal. All right, I process payments through PayPal as well. This account has done 125,542. So, where's my mathematicians? Let's put 126 plus, what was it, 338 something? Let's say 339. That's 465,000. Plus, I have been wired money directly to my bank account. I've been wired $40,000. People pay me Walmart to Walmart. I don't discriminate. I've got people cash out me money. Also, as I mentioned, wired directly to my bank account, another $40,000. So 465 plus 40,000, 465,000 plus $40,000. 465,000 plus $40,000 comes out to, y'all see that? 505. That's $500,000. $500,000 from this one particular method. This is why this stuff works. I showed you the transformation you get from it, and financially, this works. It's the ideal thing to do for coaches, consultants, and experts. Okay, in this lesson here, I'm going to share with you the sales psychology of know, like, and trust, and the power of virtual events, and how it literally can 10x your know, like, and trust. So let's dive into this. This is really, really, really cool. All right, and the result of this is by the end of this lesson, you will understand the sales psychology of know, like, and trust, and how virtual events can rapidly accelerate this process and build strong relationships with your audience. And by understanding these sales success principles and leveraging virtual events, you can enhance your sales strategy and drive remarkable results. So let's talk about this first. A big mistake that I see so many, I mean, literally so many folks making today, especially those on social media, those online. This is a constant mistake I see so many folks making is that they go online, right, and say they do a post and they try to get people to go to one of their posts on their social media, right? And really it's like an order page. It's like, hey, come buy my stuff. Link here, right? I see so many folks doing this. And what happens is, I call this fingers crossed marketing, right? Where it's where you hoping and wishing and praying that someone clicks the link and goes to buy just because of your post. And you're hoping, hey, because I want to get paid. But what usually happens? No money, right? Typically no money, no sales, because, this huge mistake so many folks are making because they don't understand the power of know, like, and trust and the process that they're using to get clients. They're not using, this virtual event process. So that's why most folks are not getting the results that they desire. So let's talk about the sales psychology of know, like, and trust. Okay. So I'm going to break this down for each component so you can get this. So first and foremost, what does it mean to know, right? We talk about know, like, and trust, right? And I'm sure you heard the phrase, people do business with those they know, like, and trust. But what does that truly mean? Well, let's talk about this. What does it mean to know? Well, know in the marketing and sales sense, it means to build awareness. Okay, it means to build awareness, and by building awareness, you have to understand that before anyone can buy from you, right, they need to know that you exist, right? And because building awareness is the first step in the sales process. I say this often. There are folks right now who are looking for what you have to offer. No matter what industry you're in, health and wellness coach, financial consultant, business coach, relationships coach, or whatever you are, whatever niche you're in, personal development, mindset, goals, career, right? I have clients that I've helped in various niches. But I can tell you this, there are folks right now who are looking for you right now to this day, but they can't find you. They have no idea you exist. And so the first step is people got to be aware that you even exist, right? Because folks are looking to solve a problem. They are. And these folks are willing to pay for the problem, but they have no idea where you are. So people need to know that you're there. They need to know that, hey, I got a problem with this, and there's somebody out there right now who can solve my problem, and I would gladly pay you more money. I'll gladly pay you money to solve the problem. Because why? I value solving my problems more than the money on my credit card. I value solving my problems more than the money I have in my bank account, right? But folks got to know that you're there. And so many folks are caught in the crowd of social media where they're caught up in the noise, right? Because they're looking like everybody else, sounding like everybody else, and unfortunately getting the results like everybody else. So people don't know you exist. So first thing, people have to be aware that you are the person who can solve their problem, okay? Now let's talk about like, right? The like factor. Well, what does it mean to like in far as the sales sense here? Well, like is create a connection, right? Is that you begin to create a connection with your audience or, with specific people in your audience. In other words, see, people do buy from those who they like, right? So we want to make sure we're creating a positive and engaging presence, right? That's crucial, right? So people want to know, hey, does this person think like me? Do they value what I value? Right? Do they have similar beliefs, similar values? Things of that nature, right? So folks like to connect with like-minded people. Okay, so it's important to understand that your audience wants a connection. They don't want just a sales transaction; they want a connection. So we're gonna make sure that that we're presenting ourselves that makes us likable. Right? You want to be likable to the marketplace. You want to be a person, not saying you got to be faking the funk. Do not fake. Because if you're fake and you're a fraud, people will see it and they will call you out and your business will struggle. But you want to be likable, okay? You want to let your personality shine, not anybody else's, but let your personality shine. So that way you can be more likable and create more real, genuine connections, okay? And trust. Let's talk about trust. Very important. What does it mean to trust? Trust is establishing credibility, right? Means it makes you a credible expert in the marketplace. And because why? Trust is the foundation of any business relationship, okay? So your audience needs to believe in two things: your expertise and your reliability, right? They need to know that when I invest with this person, they're going to show up. When I invest with this person, they're going to help me solve my problem, right? They're going to be reliable. If I need support, if I need help, right? People need to know that coming from you. That you're reliable, that you're just not a fly by night, here today and gone tomorrow, right? Or you're just not a flash in the pan, right? Because there's a lot of that stuff going on online. So people need to know that, number one, you are an expert. If I got a relationship problem, you can help me fix my relationship. If I got a weight loss problem, you can help me fix my weight. If I got a financial problem, you can help me fix my finances, right? If I got a business problem, you can help me fix my business, right? If I got a sales problem, you can help me make more sales. If I got a marketing problem, you can help me market better, right? So they need to know that you can help them in your area of expertise, right? That you're credible. Because if you sell somebody something, I mean, one of my mentors said this, one of my mentors said this, Myron Golden, that, you know, if you sell someone something and you don't have the expertise to back it up, you're a fraud. You're a scam artist. So you need to make sure that you have the expertise to back up whatever it is you're presenting in the marketplace, and that you're a reliable person, right? And that has a lot to do with your character. It's your yes be yes and no be no. If you say you're going to do something, you keep your promises no matter what, right? That you are reliable, that people can depend on you, right? And that you're someone who can be counted on. Because if not, I promise you, you won't be around very long. So, see, this is a lot deeper than what you think when you hear words know, like, and trust, because this goes deep down into the very fiber of us as human beings, right? And so these things are happening in our subconscious level, a level that most of us are not really thinking about, but it's there and it's happening all at the same time, all right? Now, let's take this one step further. Let's talk about accelerating know, like, and trust with virtual events, okay? Because this takes it to a whole nother level. Now, let's talk about increasing the know with the virtual events. Well, here's the deal. Virtual events is going to give you a much wider reach. It's going to allow you to attract a global audience and significantly make you a lot more visible. You know, literally make you a lot more visible in front of more people very quickly. And also, it's going to give you instant awareness. See, your attendees to your virtual event are able to get immediate access to who you are and what you offer, right? They don't have to wait. They don't have to, be beating around the bush, kind of hide something like this, doing something like, doing some little, what they call the thing where you're saying one thing and, and do another, right? No, you get instant awareness who you are and get immediate access, right? And that's what you want. So the virtual events is going to increase your know by 10. Also, the virtual events is going to increase the like. It's going to increase the like factor. It's going to have a massive engagement for you because virtual events are interactive. Unlike static videos out there, unlike, static posts, unlike static content, there is no interaction amongst people. People watching a video by themselves or reading a post by themselves or things like that. They're static, that do not have any engagement. People like to engage with other humans. So this is interactive. It's going to allow for real-time Q&A, polls, and discussions. So the engagement will go through the roof and get more people involved. And it's much more authentic. Literally, your live sessions that you do with your virtual event can showcase your personality and your expertise and making it easier for attendees to relate to you. So you were able to show up in who God created you to be, not anybody else. And trust me, there are folks right now who will vibe with just who you are. You don't have to be me. You don't have to be Christopher Harrell. You don't have to be the Kingdom Marketing Superman, right? You don't have to be, you're like, well, Chris, I want to be like you. You got a multiple six-figure business, at the time of this recording and everything like that, right? And I want to do what you do. Don't worry about being my B. Being me. Be you. Learn from me, right? Get coaching from me, get mentorship from me, get training from me, right? To help you become the best you possible. And this will allow you to be your authentic self. For you to show up in the most powerful way who God created you to be. So it's going to allow you to show your personality, because our personalities are different, right? And allow you to show off your expertise. Guess what? Because our expertise is different. But your attendees will come and see you and begin to relate to you and like you a whole lot more. And it increases the trust unlike anything else today. Literally, you're able to demonstrate, right? One of my mentors, another mentor of mine, sharing a lot of mentors, one of the mentors I've done a lot of business with in the past as well, named Frank Kern, said, the best way that you can help people is simply demonstrate you can help people. It's by helping people. It's like the best way you can demonstrate you can help people is simply by helping people. So this allows you to show up in a powerful way as that coach, as that consultant, as that leader, as that expert, as that course creator, someone who stands out from everybody else. And you can demonstrate you can help people by your content, by your coaching, by your leadership, doing your workshops, doing your presentations, doing your virtual events, doing your challenges, all those things, right? That you can show up in a powerful way and demonstrate, give folks a preview of what it's like to work with you in your coaching program. That's what it's going to do. And that's going to give massive trust to your audience and also social proof. See, having other attendees there and positive interactions during the event will boost your credibility, right? See, people want to be around other people. I mean, think about it. That's why people travel to offline events. For the connection, for the networking, right? So having that, and folks realize, oh, it's not just me, but it's someone here from Wisconsin, someone here from Texas, someone here from Florida, someone here from the United Kingdom, someone here from Australia, someone here from Africa, someone here from California, someone here from Canada, right? And they're like, oh my goodness, this thing is huge, right? And so it gives you even more credibility as well when you have other folks who are interested in your expertise in solving their problem as well. And consistency. See, by doing these on a regular basis, or having a system where this can be done on a regular basis, it shows that you are active. It shows that you are engaged and show you are committed to providing real value. It shows that you're not a fly-by-night, that you're just not here to make a quick buck off of people and then disappear, but it shows that you are authority in your space, that you are a leader in your space, that you are legitimate in your space. So the consistency that you want to do these events is gonna have you stand out from all the masses and all your quote unquote so-called competition as well, because you'll be a real person of real value. Now, here's some more tidbits and nuggets I'm gonna share with you. Why virtual events are superior, my friend. Number one, it's convenient. Listen, attendees can join from anywhere, reducing the barriers to participation. Literally, like why virtual events are even better than in-person events is because with an in-person event, what's going to happen? Folks got to fly there. Folks got to pay for hotel. Folks got to pay for airline and travel and food and all that extra stuff, right? So typically, it's much more inexpensive investment to go. Instead of a virtual event, they can join right there from their home, right there on their computers or their cell phone, right? So that barrier to participate is reduced, and also it's cost effective. Virtual events cost way less to host and attend, making it much more accessible. I don't recommend anyone trying to launch an in-person event unless you're doing 6 figures plus in your business. If you're not doing 6 figures plus, then I would not recommend hosting a live in-person event, because financially it can be much more expensive, right? Because you got to convince folks to come to you, to fly, to pay for hotel, to pay for food, pay for tickets, all this, event tickets and everything else. So virtual, guess what? They can do it right there. And for you, it's much easier for you to host. You can host it right there from your home, my friend. So it's much easier for you to host. You don't need to hire a huge team, event staff, all that you don't need any of that kind of stuff as well. And it's scalable. See, you can easily scale your virtual events to accommodate more attendees without the constraints of a physical space. if I'm doing an in-person event and say if I get 100 people there, then I do it again. A year later, I get 1,000 people there. Now I got to get bigger space, which is going to be much more money. Well, guess what? Online, I don't have to worry about that. So I don't need bigger rooms, anything like that. So it's going to allow you to easily scale and grow as well. And you get immediate feedback. See, you can get real-time feedback from attendees, allowing you to adapt and improve on the spot. I've done virtual events where I ask questions from my audience. I said, what do you want to learn? And then I actually did a topic just based off what they want to learn. I couldn't do that with an automated webinar. I couldn't do that with a video sales letter. I couldn't do that with some content posted on social media somewhere. I couldn't do that with a blog post, right? I can't do those kind of things with all other kinds of methods, only with virtual events. But I can get real-time feedback and give people the value that they're looking for right there as well. So it's just some of the things, my friend, that makes this much more superior. And you can see how powerful this is and what it can do to 10x your sales while increasing know, like, and trust factor. So, my friend, you must learn how to do virtual events challenges ASAP. I mean, not next week, not next month, not next year. I mean, seriously, you must learn how to do virtual event challenges right now, because you got to understand this fact. People buy when they feel like it, and virtual event challenges creates an environment where people feel like buying from you. They feel like buying from you. Let me explain this in more and more detail with this little illustration. Say we're going to do a 5-day virtual event challenge, okay? So we got day number 1. And this kind of stuff, I can talk about more on how you can begin to learn how to do this. But say we have day number 1. And we show up, we give great value, to our audience, and there's certain structures and psychology behind each days and all that good stuff, right? But what happens is the KLT factor begins to show up, right? What's the KLT factor? Know, like, and trust, right? And so what I'm about to show you is literally how to take a complete stranger to a buyer in 5 days or less. This is what I've done so many times. This is what my clients have done so many times, my friend. And this is why this is so powerful and why it's the number one way to get clients fast in your business today. So literally, a complete stranger can show up and day 1, right? Maybe they don't know you from Adam or Eve, and it's okay. But the know, like, and trust factor is beginning to show up because why? You gave them great value, right? And it's showing up toward you. They're beginning to know, like, and trust you. Then guess what? They come back for day number 2 because you made day number 1 so phenomenal. And you also show up, right? And show up in a powerful way. And guess what happens? The arrow gets bigger. The know, like, and trust factor gets bigger toward you. They're knowing, liking, and trusting you even much more now. And then we have day number 3 or session 3, right? And guess what happens? The know, like, and trust factor is growing more because you're showing up in a powerful way, right? And you're giving them something that they cannot get on a webinar, on a video sales letter, on a post. You're giving them way more than what anybody else would give them. And so literally the know, like, and trust factor towards you is ever increasing at an all-time high. And then guess what? We show back up for day 4 because we're awesome like that, right? And we give them more value. And what happens? The know, like, and trust factor is still growing. It's still increasing toward you. They're knowing you, liking you, and trusting you way more now. And then guess what happens on day 5? You show up in the most powerful way possible on day 5. And a know, like, and trust factor, because what has happened in the previous days grows at an all-time high toward you. And then simply, right, you can give them a simple invitation to keep working with you. And all of a sudden, this is where you get the money. This is when they pay you. And this is where, see, because what you have done in these 5 days, you have created an environment where people feel like buying from you, where they don't feel sold to, where they want to buy because of the experience you have given them. And their thinking is, if I'm getting this much value in just 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, I wonder what it's like to be in your program. And so this is what makes it so powerful. And this is literally how we take complete strangers and turn them into a buyer in 5 days or less. I've had people wire me $24,000 after the second day of my virtual event challenge because of the amount of transformation, the amount of value that they got. So this is powerful, my friend. This is why it's imperative that you learn how to do virtual event challenges right now today, that you don't put this off any longer, because nothing's going to change for you if you don't take action on this right now. So now that I've shown you what virtual events challenges are and why you should be doing them like ASAP in your business, let's talk about what your life could look like when you begin implementing these. Now, really quick, I'll tell you a little bit more about who I am. First, I'm Chris Harrell. Like I said, I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Also, affectionately known as the Marketing Superman, or something, the Kingdom Marketing Superman. And I live here in Dallas, and this is my family here. It's my wife, Shay, over there, and my oldest daughter, Brianna, and my two sons, Josiah and Caleb. And right there, we're vacationing in Miami right there. And I love my family. I am a family man. Everything I do is about my family. I try to give my family things that I never had, I never experienced, growing up. And so I love my family, right? I try to teach them to go in the right way, do everything the right way. And, things have been great. And I'm also a full-time online marketing consultant and business coach. I've been full-time in my business since 2016. And I help coaches, consultants, and course creators frustrated with inconsistent sales land their dreams clients fast without sales calls using my Rapid Success system. I love what I do. I'm able to create massive impact on my clients' lives, and they're able to create massive impact on their clients' lives, right? So it's a trickle down effect, right? And it makes everything I'm do worth. Once you find what you're supposed to do on this planet, your purpose, you really don't work a day in your life. You just do your assignment, right? And that's what I've been able to do. Is my assignment, where literally every day is like Saturday. I look forward to going to work. I look forward to it because of what I do, and I absolutely love what I do, and the impact I'm able to create on my clients, and the impact they're able to create on their clients as well. And I'm also the best-selling author of Kingdom Affirmations. The book has transformed lives all across the world as well. So I've been awesome, been blessed to create an amazing book to help people get amazing transformation and amazing results in their lives as well. But things that have not always been this great. Literally not that long ago, I had $12.06 to my name, 13 days before Christmas, and my wife and I were in a divorce. My wife was fed up with me, ready to leave me, ready to pack up the bags and take the kids away from me, because she was just frustrated with where life was. No matter how hard I was working, no matter how hard I was trying, no matter how hard I was grinding, I kept failing and struggling to build my business, build a successful business online. And no matter how much I was believing, no matter how much I was praying, no matter how much I was serving at church, I still was struggling. And my wife got tired of it. Divorce lawyers were contacted, and literally my life was in shambles, because for years I did all these things to inconsistent results. I started Facebook groups, and it would invite everyone to it. I used to post 5 times a day on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, trying to go viral. I used to create a content video a day and post it on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I started a Clubhouse room and went live 5 days a week there. I launched an automated webinar, hoping that I would make sales. I blogged daily. I used to post in 20 Facebook groups a day. I told folks I work for free. I work for free and just try to get some results. I used to inbox 25 strangers, these canned scripts every single day, sending cold DMs. I was trying to chase down speaking gigs. And I did tons and tons and tons of sales calls. Or some folks may say discovery sessions or strategy sessions, but basically just sales calls. And it was with freebie seekers, with time wasters, and with tire kickers. People who were not serious, people who lied on the application just to get on the call with me, and they wasted all my time and all my life doing these sales calls. And I got burnt out, frustrated. And if you're here, you probably done these same things too with mediocre results. So I know you can relate. I know you can, right? You can say yes if you can relate. And I got sick and tired of this stuff. I was burnt out, and my life was a roller coaster. My business was a roller. It was inconsistent results. I might get some results one week, but then it was 3 months later before I got some more results. Or I may make a sale next month, but it was 4 months later before I made another sale. right? It was just inconsistent roller coaster, up and down results. And the only thing that was consistent is that my life in business was inconsistent. And I became burned out, frustrated, and on the brink of giving up. When I say giving up, I'm not talking about just giving up my aspirations for business. I'm talking about giving up on my life. It was a cold night in December one night. I was in my office, and I had my Bible right next to my gun, and I wanted to end my life. Because I just didn't understand how I kept trying and working and grinding and hustling and believing, but yet I kept failing over and over and over, and I got sick and tired of it. And my two sons was outside of my office. They had no idea what Daddy was going through. And I picked up my phone, and I called the suicide hotline. And when I called the suicide hotline, they told me I'm caller 54. And when they told me I'm caller 54, I had an epiphany. And I was like, if I'm caller 54, that means there are 53 other people who also thinking about taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And so at that point, I had to make a decision. You know, when you get mad, M-A-D, you have to make a decision. And I made a decision that night, sitting in my office, ready to give up on my life and ready to give up on my family, ready to give up on everything. And I made a decision. And I call it my 3K in a day decision. And actually, it was 3 decisions. The first was I decided I wasn't just going to keep praying and expect a miracle. I decided I needed help. I needed guidance. I needed coaching and mentoring so I can get the best results. I can't wing it anymore. I can't just hope and wish and pray. I got to get somebody to help me who knows more than what I do. Secondly, I decided to scrape up every dollar I can get access to and invest it in that coach. It didn't matter. All the cash I had, all the credit cards I had, the 401ks I had when I had a job, I drained it to zero. I sold stuff out my house. I borrowed from family. I did whatever it took to get the money to pay for coaching because it was not cheap, the amount I invested to get coaching. And thirdly, I decided to pay for that coaching and mentoring so I can discover how to do virtual event challenges after failing with all the other business models. I had no other choice. Do this or keep failing. Do this and give up on your dreams and purpose, what God put you on this planet to do. So I decided to pay for that because I realized that I cannot expect people to pay me for my stuff and I'm not willing to pay others. God's law said God is not mocked. Whatever you sow, you're going to reap. I knew I had to sow first. I had to invest money first so I can get money later. I can't reap a harvest later. I can't expect folks to buy my stuff if I don't buy somebody else's stuff. So I knew I had to pay right now, and I paid a lot of money for coaching and mentoring. So you're probably wondering, Chris, what if I don't have a following? Can I actually leverage virtual event challenges and I don't have a following online? Well, literally, from 2017 to 2019, I was helping folks in the mortgage and real estate niche. So my following was people who were doing mortgage lending and who was in real estate. That was it. That was my following. So when I relaunched my business again in 2020, after hitting rock bottom, after ready to give up on my life, and I relaunched my business in 2020, it was in a brand new niche with a brand new audience, and no one knew me from Adam. No one. And guess what? I launched a brand new virtual event challenge called a Money and Marketing Masterclass. Look at the ugly flyer. Ugly flyer. And it's with a brand new audience. And I launched this 7-day virtual event challenge called a Money Marketing Masterclass. And the first month, I did $2,256 with a brand new audience, brand new offer, brand new everything. Now, that ain't nothing to make you go out and say, let me go quit my job. But you know what? I didn't give up and quit. I just said, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to tweak some things. I'm going to optimize some things. I'm going to do something a little different next time. So I decided to do it again. And 5 months later, after launching the very first one, I did $212,000, $218 total. After this, say I'm gonna do it again. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. And eventually, of being consistent and doing these virtual events challenges, and even doing different topics, I was able to even generate 6 figures in 59 days with this. I was able to do $100,771 in 59 days. Basically with 2 virtual event challenges. Less than 3% of all online entrepreneurs today generate $100,000 more per year. Wrap your brain around that. Less than 3% can generate 6 figures annually. I was able to do it with 2 challenges in 59 days apart. That's how powerful this can be for you, my friend. In my business, my coaching business has done over $650,000 in the last 2+ years alone with virtual events. Over $650,000 alone in the last 2+ years with this, my friend. And I've generated as much as $32,973 in a single day online with my Rep Success System, leveraging the power of virtual events. I used to have a job paying me $30,000 a year. I had a job paying a grown man $30,000 a year. Because of my virtual event challenge, I was able to do as much as $32,973 in a single day. I was able to buy my dream car, Mercedes-Benz S-Class, amazing vehicle. Been able to take my family on amazing vacations. My kids have passports. My kids get to travel to the Caribbean and other countries and, to experience things that I never thought of. Passport was not even in my vocabulary when I was a kid. But now my family are able to go to the most amazing places and have great lives. We have to stay in the best resorts, the best condos, the best oceanfront locations, no matter what the amount was. It's been awesome. I've been mentor youth more. I coach youth sports, football, basketball, baseball. I coach my sons in sports as well. Been able to serve more at church and been able to give more to the poor than ever in my life. We've been able to give thousands and thousands of dollars to this organization here in Kenya. And when I had COVID, they sent me this message here. They said, we're praying for your rapid recovery here in Kenya, Brother Chris. We'll witness God's healing power. By the stripes of Jesus, you will be healed. And when they sent me this message, I cried. Why did I cry? Because this told me why it's so important for me to prosper in my business. So I can do greater good in the world. I can create more impact in the world because that's what truly counts. And fast forward to the present. I've spoken on stages in front of business owners, entrepreneurs across the country. I've been interviewed for documentaries, events, podcasts, radio shows, masterminds. I've helped over 2,000 entrepreneurs create more success online. And I'm driven to help others create an eternal legacy using our rapid success system. And here's the deal. It hasn't just worked for me. I began teaching other entrepreneurs how to do virtual events challenges. And my system has proven to work in almost any niche and in all over the world. Here's Frederick Gines here, goal achievement coach. For 3 years, he struggled under John Maxwell. The most he had ever earned under John Maxwell was $9,000. I taught him how to do virtual events challenges the right way, add some extra stuff with my Rep Success System, and he's done well over $200,000 and only done it 15 times. He only done it 15 times. He's done over $205,000. Here's a Nook. A Nook came on board because she was retiring from corporate America. She was a vice president at IBM. And she connected with me and said, Chris, I want to launch my leadership program, my transformation leadership program, but I need a system. She came on board the very first time, and this is someone from corporate America, the very first time she used my system, leveraging virtual event challenges, she did over $10,000, did $10,141 in sales. The very first time. Here's Shalonda Bell, business strategist. She came to me with a $500 product. I changed that. I said, we're going to change it to a $6,000 offer. Was the very first time she launched the system, she got 4 new clients instantly. Now she's done well over $100,000 earned. And each time she launches the Rapid Success System with her virtual events, she gets at least 2 new client sales. Here's Mike Gonzalez. He's on over $30,000 and counting in earnings in his business from using his system. Here's Ebony Vaughn. She struggled for years with marketing. I showed her how to create a powerful system. I showed her how to create amazing virtual event challenges. And her sales increased by 300%. 300%. Fred Noble. Literally 30 days after applying my system and training, his sales went up 500%. 500%. Jeff Williams has closed 2 deals already, earned himself $5,500 with the system. Deshaun Evans, his business literally tripled. It's a financial consulting business. His business literally tripled. He had to shut off his campaigns because he did not have an infrastructure set up to handle all the new income business that he received. And Neil Marty, she struggled for 3 years, tried to sell her divorce coaching business and her courses online. She lives in Switzerland. Her audience lives in the U.S. She came on board. The very first virtual event, she made 2 sales. Again, she lives in another country, and her audience lives in another country. And I got many, many more. But to date, we've generated over $1 million earned by leveraging my Rapid Success System that leverages virtual event challenges. So this works, my friend. This absolutely works. So let me ask you a question. I mean, I shared that with you, not to brag or to boast, because we're not better than you. We just made different decisions better than you, right? When opportunities present themselves, we seized them because we knew that's what we needed to do to change our lives because our family lives depended on it. So what's your number one goal? I mean, why are you in business? What do you want? Is it to make more money? Is it to travel more? Is it to create more impact? I mean, literally, what is your number one goal? Why are you here? Why are you in business? Because my goal for you is rapid success. And first, I want rapid success in your personal life. I want you to be able to create more impact and give your family a better life. Right? You want to travel more, go travel more. You want to give more to the less fortunate, give more to the less fortunate. You want to have a nice car, you want to have a nice home, go on nice vacations. All those things are good. Nothing wrong with that. So I want you to have personal success because it's going to make you feel fulfilled. And just imagine a look on your family's face, your kid's face, your grandkid's face when you're able to generate the revenue you've been dreaming for and that you deserve to generate. Imagine a look on their faces when they get to look at you, when they get to experience things that they never experienced before, when they get to experience things that most of their friends don't experience. So that's my goal for you, is personal rapid success, but also business rapid success. I want you to get more clients. I want you to generate more revenue. I want you to get more speaking gigs, get more invitations, create your book, get more engagements, become more visible, create more impact. I want you to create massive success too. Why? Because there's people right now who need you, and people right now who are looking for you. They need your expertise, and you can help solve their problem. The problem is they can't find you. They don't know you exist because you don't have a system and a client acquisition process for that to happen. And so you're robbing people, you're robbing your family, and you're robbing the ones right now who need your expertise. But I want you to have massive business success as well. I want you to be next. I share this with you because I want you to be next and you should be next. So right now, what I'm going to do is give you an opportunity to take the first step, the next step for this actually happening, for this becoming a reality for you. And I want to invite you to my very last live Get Clients Consistently with Virtual Events 5-day challenge. There's a link below this video. I encourage you, I recommend, I implore you that you click that link and you register, because this is the very last time I will be hosting this challenge, where I will share with you how you literally can create your first or next virtual event challenge. So you can begin to get clients consistently in your business and create the impact that God has put you on this planet to create. During this 5-day virtual event challenge, you will discover how to design your virtual event challenge. You will discover how to get the right people to your virtual event challenge. You will discover how to monetize your virtual event challenge, how to get paid from it. And you will discover how to launch it into the marketplace the right way. And so much more you will learn as well. But do take note, pay very close attention. This will be the final and last time this virtual event is offered. This is the final and last time this is offered. Why? Because I'm retiring this specific event and we'll be launching something new next month. So if you're seeing this right now, then you have the one more chance, last chance, to enroll and register for this specific 5-day challenge. So click the link below this video right now, register, and get your chance, get your spot, because this is your last chance. So if you want to get clients consistently in your business, if you never experienced this before, now do it. If you want to create more impact, do it. Click the link below, because people need your expertise. People need your solutions to their problems right now. And this is the number one sales process, the number one method for you to create more sales and create more impact today. Because there are so many unmatchable benefits of virtual event challenges, my friend. It positions you as an authority. It allows you to give your audience results in advance. It gives you audience connection with your audience. It gives you stage experience. It grows your tribe and community. It leverages kingdom laws. It makes you more visible. It increases your reach. It filters out time wasters and tire kickers to save you valuable time. It shortens the sales cycle for your potential clients. You literally can close sales in 5 days or less. There's no other method today that can take a complete stranger to a hot buyer in 5 days or less. Nothing else today exists. It consistently fills your program and courses, and it creates an environment where people feel like buying from you. Buying is an emotional experience, and if you want to make more sales, you have to create an environment where people feel like buying from you. Click the link below to get registered now. Click the link right now, my friend, because I want to showcase you. Again, I share these results with you so you can see what's possible for you when you get this skill set and when you use this process and what it can do for you. Because if it can happen for me, if it can happen for my other clients and students, if it can happen for my peers, it can happen for you too. But it all depends on the decision you're making right now. You can change everything by your yes, by clicking the link below and registering and getting your spot right now. Because again, this will be your final chance to attend the Get Clients Consistently with Virtual Event Challenge. This is your last chance. So do not let this pass you by. Click the link below, get registered right now, and get your seat. And this can be the game changer for you like it has for me. And because everybody here that you see here all attended the same virtual event challenge. Everybody here that you see all attended the same virtual event challenge. So if they can do it and get massive results, you can too. Success leaves clues. Do what successful people do, and you can get what successful people get. Everyone here all attended this virtual event challenge that I've been hosting. You have one last chance to do so right now. Click the link below, get registered now, and I can't wait to see you live on the 5-day Get Clients Consistently with Virtual Events 5-day challenge.
I was following Chris Harold for a while, And I am at the stage of my business where I said I have to sign up this time. So that's why I signed up to the Get Clients Consistently Intensive. And I'm sure glad I did. Two of the great takeaways that I got this week is one, structure. Now, I know that structure might seem like a simple concept, but it is oh so important. And Chris did awesome this week showing me that structure is very important when creating an online program for my clients and prospects. Secondly, encouragement. Like a coach should always do is be encouraging to their students. And Chris encouraged me many, many times this week. So I thank you very much, Chris. And also, one thing I learned, like my shampoo says, rinse and repeat. And when you have a coach like Chris, he will show you the structure that you need to do, give you the encouragement that you need to make sure that your program is awesome, and you build a structure so that you can rinse and repeat to the profits that you want to make and the impact you want to make for your students. If you're taking a few minutes to consider the Get Clients Consistently Intensive, I just spent a week with my time learning from Chris and his team, and I would say that it is a no-brainer to join. We all know that time is important in our lives, and this participating with Chris and his team is well worth your time.
Hey, beautiful people. This is Sarah Green from the Get Visible with Virtual Masterclass. And listen, I just want to be honest with you guys. When starting this masterclass, I was so frustrated. I was ready to throw in the towel. I was exhausted, burnt out, and confused in and with business. However, I was hopeful and I was prayerful. I knew that God had more for me. And my goodness, I could not have imagined what I was going to receive from this masterclass. I am still so overwhelmed by the over delivery of information from Chris, his transparency, his passion, and his love to help people in real life. I honestly feel like my mindset was so challenged, even though I feel like I was enlightened in a lot of areas. Um, I feel like I feel like I found someone who is speaking out my thoughts and my heart. My limiting beliefs were challenged in such a way that it makes it hard to sleep at night. Okay. I feel like someone opened my brain, literally opened my brain and did a major download and reset, which ultimately created such a hunger for even more. There's a saying that goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will show up. That 1 week of learning and fellowshipping was so impactful that it has completely altered my entire life and everything around me. If I had to put a price tag on it, I honestly couldn't, because it was simply priceless, to the point where you honestly can't share some of the things that you were taught, because they were meant just for you. All of that being said, I would recommend this class to those that are absolutely thirsty for a paradigm shift, and those that are hungry for meat and potatoes, because listen, that's what we were served. This was absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, a 5-star experience, and I would do it all over again.
This is Tommy L. Williams Sr. Ran across this guy, Chris. Why I made the decision to sign up for Get Clients Consistently. I have used a lot of the same formats most have. We could talk about the gurus to do this and do that, and the posting all day and the every day and all that, stuff, trying to go viral and doing all the other stuff. And, that it works. Most of the time it didn't, and so, but I was ready to get results all the time. And so I was looking for something fresh and brand new. And then we ran across Chris, and I'm so glad that I did sign up. Chris really helped me to refocus, because I had been drifting for a moment. I kind of like been all over the place. Chris brought to our attention, especially even on today. He got one plan, one product, one way of implementing. Everything is about unity. Everything is about oneness. And that really helped me. We done learned so many other great things, so many other little nuggets that he be throwing in there. And so if you fence and thinking about, so here is another challenge. I've been in part of so many different challenges. I wonder if different going to work. I'm telling you, this one's going to work, especially if you need to get clients. If you got to get your pipeline filled up, but not with just anybody, not just those freebie seekers. We talking about people that are ready with their card in their hand and ready to get what you have to offer. And so if you're on the fence, I want to encourage you to step on out there. Just do it. So I want to encourage you, just do it. It's worth it. And then I decided to upgrade to the VIP. And I'm glad I did, because so many great nuggets there that he revealed to us. And then we had him one-on-one, got to ask questions, and really he shared things. Then one of the great things I love about the VIP is that you learn from others that's there. I mean, it's just so great, so powerful. And then of course you get other perks as well with the upgrade. So I want to encourage you not only just sign up, but I want you to also consider doing upgrading to the VIP. You'll be glad you did. Chris, thank you for being a blessing. Thank you for reeling me back in. Thank you for putting another log in my fire. You keep me going. Thank you for keeping it simple. And that's another thing y'all will learn. He's not salesy. He's just teaching. He's a teacher like I am, and he keeps it simple. And he don't make it complicated and have you confused when you spend all this time all week. It's simple, very precise, and I just love his spirit and I love his heart. And I know if he's successful, then if we grab hold to what he's given us, we will be successful as well.
Hello, my name is Tanya Johnson, and I just completed my first boot camp with Mr. Christopher Harold. And let me tell you, man, was it worth it. The time that we spent in the boot camp, when I tell you he was dropping nuggets, just dropping so much information, it is so worth it. If you get the opportunity to connect with Mr. Chris, you need to do it, because man, he is the Superman of marketing. He has so much information about advertising and funnels and just growing your business. He's lots of fun, and it's so much information. I mean, I have so many pages that I'm still going through to get my business up and booming. So connect with him. He has so much information, so many strategies, and his kingdom. It don't get no better than that. So if you want to grow your business and you want to learn about marketing, he is the man with the plan. So just wanted to drop by and share that so that you would know it is so worth it. It is just worth your time to get that information and then start trusting yourself and trusting God and get it done. And Mr. Harold's going to help you. Mr. Christopher Harold is going to help you get it done.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Rudd. I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed Christopher Harold's boot camp. I urge you that when you take this investment to get to this boot camp, that you take that time to really be connected and focused and locked in on those 3 days, or however long this boot camp is for you, and actually get the nuggets that Christopher Harold drops. He drops some really good nuggets, and it's worth every penny, every investment. It's really worth the effort and the time to get involved with this. I had a great experience. I learned a lot. I'm still learning a lot. I can't wait to put this stuff into action and watch my business grow and become a great success that it's supposed to be. I pray that you do the same thing and that you get locked in with this man of God and actually get to know this boot camp and how it can boost your business and get you to the place where you need to be, where God wants you to be. So get on in there, man. Guys, girls, ladies, get in there and get it done.
Hello, my name is Anouk, and I am super excited. I'm still on a high. I just finished Chris's 3-day boot camp, and guess what? It was totally phenomenal. It exceeded all of my expectations, and he shared so many powerful nuggets in just 3 short days. And so I got my money's worth and more. I am super, super excited. So I could not wait to sign up for him to be my coach. So now, after the 3-day boot camp, he's now my coach, Chris. So Chris, let's go.
Hey now, this is Coach Shanice. I just wanted to share with you my experience at Chris's Get Virtual with Money and Marketing class. Now, let me tell you, when I first came, I thought, oh, this will be good. I can, learn how to do some more videos and get some tips on getting more visible on social media. Let me tell you, his nickname is King OD, King Over Deliver. And let me tell you, in the class, the class that we did, I learned so much. And I saw where my thinking was limited. I saw where I was thinking small and I was working harder, not smarter. So we made a decision. My husband and I, Team Gilliam, we made a decision to link up with Chris and his team, and we are a part of God's Masterpiece Rapid Success System. And in that, we are getting tools, we are getting training, the personal development, the mindset shift, setting foundation on who we are and why we are, and it's so much more. I can't even tell you. You just got to come over and just experience. It's an encounter. We had our orientation last night, and I'm telling you, it was phenomenal. Chris's team is phenomenal. He's not doing this by himself. They bring it. It's excellence. It's impactful. And we're being trained to shift from just having good information, a good business or a good idea, to a God idea, and bringing transformation to the people that we're called to. Don't think it's a no-brainer. God sent the boat. He sent the raft. He sent the ship. He sent the plane. Now, are you going to miss it? Waiting for something that you've already prayed for and waiting for what you thought it was going to look like. This is what you're looking for. This is what is needed to go to the next level. When you're ready for the next level, the next level shows up.
Hey. My name is Frederick Guians, and I'm here to give a testimonial on behalf of Chris Harold and the Get Visible with Virtual challenge that I attended. And, certainly, like many of you, I have some things that I believe that God has called me to do. I have some things in me that I believe will impact the world. But I was looking and praying for the right system and the right structure. I needed some expertise. I needed to know what it was to really maximize my visibility and to increase my brand awareness. So I participated in the Get Visible with Virtual 5-day challenge with Chris Harold. And by day two, I said, I need to connect with this man. He is one of the most brilliant men that I know as it relates to online marketing. He is a business genius. And many of you may not be a business genius, but you are a genius at your craft. You are a genius at coaching, at teaching, at consulting. But you need the business genius. The business genius is Chris Harold. It has impacted my life, given me more clarity. I've already brought so much. It has made me a better coach and a better consultant. My advice to you is to get connected with Get Visible with Virtual, Chris Harold. Pick up the phone, have a conversation, but it will really take your brand. It will really take your brand to the next level. There are people in this world waiting to see your light and your brilliance. And one way that can really make that happen rapidly is by working with Chris Harold and attending his Get Visible with Virtual challenge. The best thing that you can do is make a decision to work with people who are the best in the world at what they do. And that is Christopher Harold.
Hello, my name is Coach Queen Kelly Drone, and I am here to speak about Coach Chris Harold. It was absolutely amazing. Chris, I want to say thank you. I thank you for your attention to detail, for being very specific about our individual businesses. I think one of the things I enjoyed the most was the community and the camaraderie between other people who were equally interested in moving forward. So it was amazing. I gained a lot of information. And for anyone who is on the fence or considering taking this intensive or the long one, however you choose to do it, it was really good for us because we slipped away for Friday and Saturday and Sunday and got jam-packed with information, but it wasn't overload. It was enough so that we can get off the line, go out there and do what we're supposed to do. So I'm excited. And Chris, thank you.
But I realized that with what I do financial and business coaching, and with what I do, my area is economy and as well as education. So, so thank you so much for taking time to be able to do this. I mean, quite honestly, as a coach, this truly should be valued at least $7,500.
And that's only one day.
Yes, yes.
$75 for one day.
Well, I mean, if you think about it,
that's real.
It is. I mean, people would pay for this for masterminds.
Yes, they would.
Yes. So thank you so much.
My name is Fred Noble. First, let me say this, man. I thank God for the opportunity that I came across. Chris's masterclass, man. Chris is an awesome, instructor, man of God who's truly after his heart in helping kingdom entrepreneurs advance in their business and in the marketplace. Before joining, I was definitely struggling with marketing. Really had no clue of what to do. Had a great product, had a great service, but just didn't know the know-hows of marketing. When I came across this, Chris just blew our minds with dealing with the kingdom principles and tearing down limited beliefs, and that forever changed my life, where he tore down some limiting beliefs that I had, and then he helped me to discover my true why. And from then on, each day Chris took us to another dimension. It was just amazing, the amount of information and the amount of things he shared from his heart. He wasn't in a rush. He took his time, he answered questions. He told us about how to identify with our target market, and I must say that truly helped me. Just with the nuggets he shared, I have gained 3 to 4 new students, and I have potential students. Chris opened our mind to dreaming bigger and finding ways to make extra income. He added bonus videos. It was just a total great experience. I met some great people in the mastermind.